What's going on, everyone? We are back with another wheel simulation video. What we're doing for this is we have the most random wheel. We are going to upgrade teams and we are going to downgrade teams with this wheel. We got things like first of all, we're going to do teams in order. So we're just going to start with the 76ers and go down. It's just easier to do it that way. But let's say we have the 76ers. We could get random trade. We'll just randomly trade away one of the players on the team, and we will just randomly select one of the trades. We could have 3 random trades. We could have steal a player, all-time best player for that team, all-time best player for the 76ers, you add him to the team. Worst starter traded, best starter traded, kind of explanatory. And yeah, you guys understand. You guys will understand as we go. So let's just get started. And again, we're doing this in order by alphabetically. So it's like 76ers, Bucks, Bulls, Cavs, Celtics, Clippers, like that. All right, let's just get right into this. So we got the 76ers, and okay. So we have, I think, former most improved. And for things like this, I get to select who we add to the team, and I'm not going to be selecting right now because we have a lot to do. Once we get to the rosters, I'll just show you guys the additions I made to everybody, but I am going to write or take note of what it was. And we have 30 entries, so it's 30 different things. Every team is going to be different, but for our most improved is pretty good. Prime versions for the Bucks, that kind of sucks. Prime versions is every player is put into their prime version. I can't really think of anybody too insane for the Bucks, but that would have been insane for like a team like the Lakers, who are already really good, and then you have like a prime Dwight, a prime Rondo, stuff like that. That would be crazy. Bulls get 70s all decade that way, or I might just pick, oh man, plus 5 inches. So every player on the team is gonna grow 5 inches. And I don't know why that's in air. As you guys know, height really matters when it comes to 2K. As far as like, if you put all centers on a team, they're going to be amazing because they're all really tall, I'm assuming. So that's kind of where I was going. I also have minus 5 inches. Now we have a former MVP for the Celtics. Oh my God. All the awards are going to be random. So the most improved is going to be random. There's defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, all those kind of things. Those are all going to be random. For the Clippers, we got 60s all decade. All right, so we got the Grizzlies now. We got Grizzlies. All-time best player? No, we're going to have worst starter traded. Get slightly worse. It could get slightly better. Who knows? I might throw draft picks in it just to make it more interesting. But now we got a random trade. Now we have steal a player choice. Steal a player choice. But how this is going to go is I am going to randomly select a team, and then I get to choose a player from that team. For the random, it's just going to be a team randomly selected and then a player randomly selected. Former 6th man of the year. We're knocking those awards out. That was for the Hornets. Now we got the Jazz, who... oh no. 0 overall for one category, and I made that just because I had a 99 overall category, so maybe one team, all 3-point shooting is just gonna go to 99 overall. Oh my God, the Kings just got GOAT. GOAT in this case is gonna be MJ. I'm not saying he's my GOAT, but again, MJ in 2K isn't necessarily amazing. Like, when I put him back onto the Bulls, he doesn't carry the Bulls at all. For this one, we have new bench. So for this one, lowest overall. So this is for the Knicks. The all-time roster, which kind of sucks because they're not going to be starting. They're going to be coming off the bench, playing bench minutes. So now we got former defensive player of the year for the Lakers. I probably want to do someone else because Dwight is like a 78 overall. So I don't want to, I'd rather add someone. But I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, we can go back as far as the award started. Oh man, the Magic lose a player. Former rookie of the year for the Mavericks. And this is going to be prime form again. Oh man, the Nets get minus 5 inches. That's a rip. Player with injury. So So for this one, it's just a player who has had a significant injury. All right, we got Pacers now, and we got best drafted player. So the best player the Pacers have ever drafted. Now we got the Pelicans here, who is going to be draft a player. So we're just going to add someone in the upcoming draft. Now we got the Pistons. Come on, come on, come on, Pistons. Come on, come on, come on. Favorite player? Favorite player. So that's actually cool. My favorite Piston. I'm glad it wasn't like the freaking Kings or something, because I don't know who my favorite all-time Kings is. Steal a player random. So this could be really good, or it can be whatever, you know. I'm saying best starter traded. Oh my gosh, the Rockets best starter traded, which is gonna be Harden. I'm so sorry guys, because you guys are gonna be probably bad now. Now we're on to the Spurs, who it looks like it's gonna be all-time best player. We got the Suns now. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Suns fans. I'm so sorry. WNBA. So we are gonna replace the Suns with a WNBA team. And it looks like we're gonna get random draft year for the Thunder. Random. 3 random trades for the Timberwolves. That's a rip, because you randomly select a player and then you'll randomly select one of the trades to trade finder. That kind of, that's actually pretty bad, because again, you usually get worse trades, and you know, if a trade ends up with Cat or something, that's gonna be bad. Player in trade rumor for the Trailblazers. Now we got the Warriors and Wizards. This is the Warriors, and they will get an 80s all-decade player, it looks like. Yes, they will get an 80s all-decade. And then the last one, 99 overall for one category for the Wizards. That could be good. Maybe they potentially, you know, upgrade their defense. All right, so here is the all-decade 70s. We are doing this for the Bulls. I'm just gonna ask. Pick a random number between 1 and 13. Oh, it's the 3. Okay, so we're gonna add Walt Frazier. All right, now we're here with MVPs. This is for the former MVP random. Yeah, we have 37 people, because these two do not have ratings. So pick a random number between 1 to 37.
Here's a random number, 34.
All right, we have Billy Cunningham. Okay, we have 60s all decade here, and yes, everybody does have a thing. Wait, can I just click on that thing? Oh man. Wait, here we go. Pick a random number between 1 and 13.
Here's a random number, 2.
Ooh, Jerry West. Yo, I totally forgot to randomly select former most improved. So we're just gonna not do random for that. We'll do random for MVP, or we already did random for MVP, but since we didn't do random for most improved, because some players actually aren't that good, I do want them to be significant upgrades. So for 6 man a year, we are gonna do, I'm just gonna, you know, actually select. And if I'm not wrong, I think Manu has a card now, or is in the game now. I could be totally wrong, but I thought Manu was in the game, and if he is, oh my god, okay, so he is in the game. I'm gonna use Manu. I know James Harden is here, but James Harden is already gonna get traded to another team. I don't want, you know, there to be another James Harden, and I'd rather bring in, you know, older players. I'm not saying, you know, Manu's old, of course, because, you know, he did play in like 2000s and 2010s, but yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. We're doing Manu. All right, so again, I want to add an older player, so we're not gonna add any of these people. It's honestly between Olajuwon and Kevin Garnett. I want to go with Kevin Garnett, but again, I already said this isn't Is it? Do I add prime form? Yeah, okay, I'll add prime form. So I think I will go with Kevin Garnett. I just, you know, I know Dikembe Mutombo, or sorry, Hakeem is great and everything, but I got to watch Kevin Garnett play, so I'd rather add someone I've seen play before. All right, we have the Orlando Magic here, and they have 17 players on the roster. They better hope it's not 1 or 2. I'm sorry, Magic fans, because this video is just not going to be good at all for you, but pick a random number between 1 and 17. Oh, no. You guys are losing Jonathan Isaac, man. So you guys are going to be absolute trash. Jonathan Isaac. Alright, and now we have former Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year, NBA. Let's pull it up. Okay. Honestly, we just straight up... Okay. The Mavericks. So they have Porzingis and they have Doncic. Okay, let's look. 2 Lukas? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just kidding. So we have a Ben Simmons. We have a Cat. Damian Lillard would be really nice. Okay, I'm not gonna add any current players actually, because I was like, we could literally add LeBron James. I totally forgot about that. Okay, we're gonna go back a little bit longer. Tim Duncan, I think, would be really nice. I think Tim and Kristaps would be fire. Shaq. I'm adding Shaq. Adding Shaq, 100%. Since we already have, you know, Heat gets a steal player. Of course, I'm going LeBron. And just in case there's any other times where, you know, other players are going to other teams, I don't want to use anybody current. And I don't think Shaq will be put back on any teams. Yeah, because the Lakers had former Depoy, so they have no chance to get like an all-time player. So yeah, I think we're good. All right, so we have the top 10 greatest NBA careers destroyed by injuries, all the way back 2017. Honorable mentions. So these are honorable mentions. Okay, so we have Greg Oden. We're not going to choose him because I don't think he'd have an all-time on the Trailblazers. Yeah. So we have Amari, Brandon Roy, Chris Webber, Bill Walton, Yao Ming, Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, and Derrick Rose. I like this. We are going to randomly select this. So we are going to include Derrick Rose, Grant Hill, T-Mac, Penny Hardaway, Yao Ming. Does Bill Walton have a card? That is the thing we need to know. Bill Walton. Okay, yes he does. I want to make sure Yao Ming does too. Okay, he does too. So we are good on those two guys. Chris Webber, I'm pretty sure he has an all-time version. Maybe not. Okay, he does. Brandon Roy I know does, and Amari I know does. So we will do the 1 through 9. Pick a random number between 1 and 9.
Here's a random number. 2.
Are we just gonna keep getting 2? Who was that? Was that Grant Hill? So Grant Hill going to the Nuggets. All right, we are on the steal a player random for Raptors, so we'll see if this can do it. Pick a random NBA team. Okay, random NBA team generator. Here we go. All right, we're not gonna do this because this is what it was on. It was already on this, so we're gonna rerun. And we have the 76ers. Oh wait, I messed up on steal a player choice. I was supposed to randomly select a team too, and then I got to choose a player. So we're gonna do this one first. So we're gonna do 76ers first. Where are they? Oh, this is by first name. Okay. So we have 17. Pick a number between 1 and 17.
Here's a random number. 11.
Okay, so they get Kyle O'Quinn. So again, doesn't help at all. Does not help at all. Okay, so this is where I have to select a random NBA team. So we're gonna rerun again, and then whichever their top team is, I get to choose a player from that team. Oh my god, okay, so we have Clippers. We have Clippers this time. Kawhi Leonard is on the best drafted player for the Pacers, who I chose. I don't want to choose two people. I looked at best players ever drafted by the Pacers, and I just... Can we go Rick? Does Rick Smits have a... He has an all-time Pacers. If it's good, 87. I just feel bad. I want to go with Kawhi Leonard because he was the best. But now I feel bad for steal a player choice, because then I would have obviously chose Kawhi Leonard. So I feel really bad. I'm honestly just going to put him on both teams, I guess. You know, there's going to be 3 Kawhi Leonards on the... Right? Yeah, there's going to be 3 Kawhi Leonards in the league. Oh, wait, no, because that's steal a player choice. So actually, there is going to be no Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers now. Okay, so I'm good because there would have been 2 Kawhis regardless. So I'm kind of... Not really. Anyway, okay. Alright, so we have the Thunder, and theirs is a random draft year. So we need a random year. Random year. Okay. The date should fall between the 20th. Let's go all the way back to 19... We just go back to 1950, I don't know. We'll just do that. And whatever the first date is, whatever that year is. The start date must wait. Oh, Lamau. This one's supposed to be 1950. Okay. 1950. This one is supposed to be 2020. Get dates. Okay. We have 1956 is the first one. I don't... I should have actually looked at this. Was there even a draft back then? I'm so confused. Wow. Okay. So we just got... It was the 10th annual draft. And there is one Mr. Bill Russell. Oh my god. The defense is going to be crazy for that team now. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? One guy who's actually been in big talks, he said he wanted to get traded from Indiana, Victor Oladipo. He can play the small forward for them. Not insane. I know, you know, Beal would be a lot better. But just for the fit of the team, I think Victor Oladipo would be really nice. Because both Lillard and McCollum aren't, you know, considered great defenders. So Victor Oladipo, who is a really good perimeter defender, would help that a lot, I think. So yeah, we're just going to go with that. Now we got the Warriors getting 80s all-decade player. We're going to randomly select. This could be really, I mean, no matter what, it's obviously going to be really nice. But pick a number between 1 and 13.
By the way, if I misunderstood you, you can tap on your request to correct it.
It just didn't... Bro, come on. Now we don't know what that number is. Pick a random number between 1 and 13. 9. Alright, so you get James Worthy. Okay, I mean, that's good. 95. Come on. Okay. Alright, so there are no untouchables because I did select every team and then I unselected them all. So there'd be no untouchables. I don't know if that's going to help for the James Harden trade, but maybe, you know, there will be a trade that normally wouldn't happen because someone's untouchable. Anyway, I'm gonna go to coach game plan. Grizzlies did get worst starter traded, so it's between Dylan Brooks and Justice Winslow, and I'm just gonna go with Justice Winslow. He has less minutes, so I don't really care. So we're gonna go Trade Finder, Justice, and he's lower on here too. So we're gonna go Justice Winslow. We have 24 trades. Pick a random number between 1 and 24. But
Here's a
23.
23.
So they will be getting Trevor Ariza and Mario Hazonia. Did they miss out on anything? I mean, Davis Bertans, that could have been pretty nice. Larry Nance Jr. So again, nothing too insane. You know, there were definitely a few upgrades, but this is definitely a downgrade. I'm gonna have to write that down actually. All right, we now have the Hawks. They are getting a completely random guy traded. So we have 5, 6. Okay, wait. We have 15 people. 15 people. Do I want to go all the way down there? This guy's a two-way player, so we're not gonna trade him because I think it is difficult to trade him. So we have 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 players. Could be good, could be bad. Let's see what happens. Pick a random number between 1 and 14. I'm hoping for something good here.
Here's a random number. 13.
Trevion Graham. 19 trades. Oh, I can just click pick again. Oh wait.
Here's a random number. 27.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to pick a random number between 1 and 19.
Here's a random number. 4.
Now we get a high number. This is not. Rodney McGruder, Trevion Graham. Pick a random number between 1 and 7.
2.
Man, that will be for. Oh my god, that is such a downgrade. So Milwaukee Bucks. So it's James Harden to the Bucks. All right, we have a list of the WNBA teams here. Let me see how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pick a random number between 1 and 12. 4. So the Phoenix Suns are getting replaced by the Dallas Wings. All right, we have the Timberwolves here, and this is 3 trades. Wait. Oh, did people make coach game plan or team intel? Did people make people untouchable? Oh, no. Okay, so no one is untouchable. Okay. I was like, because I saw that the Timberwolves had a target list, and I was going to be really upset if people made players untouchable, which would have been really annoying. But anyway, we have 3 random trades, so we're going to select 3 random numbers here. Pick a random number. Oh, wait. I need to see how many people there are on this team. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, we're just going to do 1 through 10. We're just going to do 1 through 10, and because I don't want, I don't want somebody who doesn't matter at all. Like, that was kind of really annoying having that for the other team. So we're going to change it to, we're just doing the top 10 guys. Just so it's possibly going to be trades that matter and make a difference. So pick a random number between 1 and 10.
2.
2. So we have Malik Beasley is going to be the first guy to get traded. And we're going to do the trade before we do anything else. We're actually going to pick 3 people. So, because I don't want someone who just got traded to the team get traded next. So we're actually going to do it like that. Pick a random number between 1 and 10.
Here's a random number.
7.
7.
So we have Malik Beasley. We have Naz Reid. So Malik Beasley, Naz Reid. So that trade doesn't really matter too much. 72 overall. Does not matter at all. And then Pick a Hello? Pick a random number between 1 and 10.
6.
6, so it's going to be James Johnson. So 2 of those trades honestly aren't going to matter at all. I was really hoping we were going to get like D'Lo or Cat, like at least one of them, but we're going to get these trades done and we'll see what happens here. Have CPU rebuild rotation. We're going to trade finder Malik Beasley. We have 28 offers. I'm not going to look at them because this is taking forever. Pick a random number between 1 and 28.
13.
13. Let's see what we got. We got Dion Waiters. It's a downgrade. Let's do the next trade. The next trade was Naz Reid. We'll do Naz Reid before James Johnson just because we'll do it in the same order. This trade is not going to matter at all. Pick a random number between 1 and 29. Everybody want Naz Reid, but nobody wants
22.
James Harden. 22 it said. They get a first round pick in Dewan Hernandez. Totally does not affect the team at all. Might not even make that trade. Might just make Naz Reid inactive because this guy is not going to get minutes on this team. And then James Johnson. 17. Pick a random number between 1 and 17.
12.
12. Okay. Let's see what it is. Will Bart. Okay, that's actually kind of a dub. I'll admit. That is a dub. Alright, so there's 34 categories here that matter. We're not including intangibles, hustle, durability, potential, morale. Morale doesn't matter, but yeah, everything else we are including in this and this is the Jazz, which we're making the category 0 or as low as possible if we can't go 0. I think it's 25 actually, the lowest you can go, so pick a random number between 1 and 34. I think I just said 35, but whatever.
Here's
It's 13.
a random number. 13.
13. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pass accuracy. Where did that just go? Where did pack? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, okay. Edit column. Everything is going to 0 or 25, I guess, because I think 25 is lowest. Yeah, 25 is the lowest. I want to make sure all of them are changed to 25. So that's kind of a rip. Everybody's overall probably dropped a good amount. Donovan Mitchell dropped 1 overall. Rudy Gobert didn't drop at all, but he doesn't pass, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't look like anybody's overalls dropped too much. Mike Conley actually dropped a lot. I think he used to be a 79. So that's kind of a rip. But probably going to be a lot of turnovers for this team. All right. Now we are on to the Wizards, who, again, we have to do the 1-3-34 for them because they are the 99 overalls. So pick a random number between 1 and 34. It did 35 again. Hello? Oh. 1? Wow. Okay. I don't know why it kept getting 34 35, but we will have layup. Okay, so that kind of sucks. That would have been cool if it was like mid-range or 3-pointers, but layup, that kind of sucks. But you know what? Everybody's layup is going up a bunch. I mean, not a bunch, but people's layups are going up a lot. I think everybody's a 99 now. So let's look at these overalls now. 89, 84, 82, 81, 81, 80. Okay, so you know what? Overall, it helps the depth of this team because their overalls are higher. So there are a few more things that I have to do that, I have to do outside of the roster to get the teams correct. Only 2 things, actually. I have to put Anthony Edwards on the Pelicans, and then I have to make the Suns a WNBA team. All right, we are finally here. I finished making the rosters, made sure all of the coach game plans or whatever were correct. So we got the 76ers here. I added Tracy McGrady as the former most improved player. Again, I explained this earlier that I wanted to go with older players, so we wouldn't keep getting repeated players. So yeah, we got Tracy McGrady, who I think will fit in really nice. Obviously, he'll be able to space the floor really nicely. So yeah, that's what that's looking like. Bucks got a huge win. They got the all-prime versions of everybody. Giannis is like in his prime. We got Brook Lopez from the all-time Nets, Kyle Korver from the all-time Hawks, and George Hill from the 13-14 Pacers or 12-13 Pacers. I forget. But then they also ended up getting James Harden because for the Rockets, they had to trade their best player. Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe is gone, but you know, James Harden to the team with Kyle Korver being able to take over at small forward. This team's going to be absolutely disgusting. We got the Bulls here. They got Walt Frazier as the 70s All-Decade. Cavaliers, nothing new, but they grew 5 inches. So Andre Drummond, you thought he was a great rebounder before at 6'10"? Nah, bro, 7'3" Andre Drummond. I don't even want to try. Celtics, they got Billy Cunningham as former MVP, picked at random. And I think that fits in really nicely. Obviously, you know, center would have been really nice. But you know what? You can't go wrong. Now they have, you know, a really good 6th man, a great 7th man too, and, you know, just a solid bench now. Clippers, they are looking so trash. They got Jerry West because of the 80s All-Decade player. But they ended up losing Kawhi Leonard from steal a player by the Heat. So Clippers small forward position is looking really weak. For the Grizzlies, they ended up trading Justice Winslow away for someone that doesn't matter at all, so it doesn't really affect their team as much. It just makes them a little bit worse. Hawks was a random trade. Trevion Graham for Rodney McGruder. I mean, he doesn't even get minutes, so I didn't even worry about that. So I'm sorry, Hawks, but nothing happened for your team. Heat, you guys got Kawhi Leonard looking really nice, bro. This team is looking really nice now. For the Hornets, you guys got 6th man Manu Ginobili, and he is going to be a 6th man in this video. You guys are probably going to still be trash, so I'm sorry. Jazz, they had 0 overall in one category, and that ended up being pass accuracy, so expect a lot of turnovers from that team. For the Kings, we got the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Not my GOAT. I'm not going to say it was my GOAT, though. But I'm not going to say it's Michael Jordan just because I never got to watch him. That's my only explanation, is because I never got to watch him. He's not my GOAT. I'm not saying LeBron's my GOAT, but it's not Michael Jordan. For the Knicks, they got the switching out their bench for the 5 worst on their all-time team, but they do obviously have to come off the bench. So, and they, you know, they get bench minutes and everything. Kind of sucks because if this team was starting and then this was their bench, they'd be a pretty disgusting team, but, you know, can't. Lakers, they got Kevin Garnett as the former Defensive Player of the Year. They also ended up getting Malik Beasley for Dion Waiters from the 3 random trades for the Timberwolves. So that's actually really nice. LeBron's playing the point. Malik Beasley as their starting small forward, and Kevin Garnett as their power forward. This team's going to be really disgusting. Now we got the Magic, who lost Jonathan Isaac. It was just lose a player. I'm really sorry. I really wish it was Lakers who got lose a player. Because it was number 2, so that would have been Anthony Davis, which would have been really nice because I hate when the Lakers do good in our Sims. For the Mavericks, they got Mavericks former Rookie of the Year, so we added Shaq to the team. Again, I just wanted to add an older player. I could bet a lot of guys. You know, obviously LeBron could have been added to the team, but I didn't want to do that because that would have been boring. I wanted to add older players to make it more fun. Now we got the Nets, who had lose 5 inches, so I'm really sorry. Kyrie 5'9", KD 6'5", Taurean Prince are starting power forward at 6'2", starting center 6'6". I mean, they are going small ball, bro. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry. For the Nuggets, they had Nuggets player with injury, and we went through that list, and so they ended up getting George Hill. So honestly, looking really nice. I like that addition to the team. Pacers, they had best player they ever drafted, I believe, and so we put Kawhi Leonard back on the team. We put the all-time Spurs version, just because. For the Pelicans, they had drafted a player. We did give them 3 guys. We gave them Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and James Wiseman, who are all actually starters for the team. And now they honestly have a very deep team. With Drew Holiday as small forward, JJ Redick is the shooting guard, and Lonzo Ball's point guard. That really adds so much depth to this team. You don't even know. I mean, this team is really disgusting because of Zion is so dominant in 2K. So really excited to see what happens with that team. Pistons was add my favorite player, and I added Rip Hamilton. Honestly, the mask was just so iconic. I just totally loved that. For the Raptors, they had a trade that literally did not matter at all. Oh no, they had to steal a player, and it ended up being Kylo Quinn, who's not even getting minutes for the team. So Raptors, really nothing changed for you guys. Rockets, they had trade James Harden. You guys got Eric Bledsoe and Chris Middleton back. You have no shooting guard. You have no shooting guard on the roster. That's crazy. For the Spurs, it was add their all-time best player, which was Tim Duncan, obviously. I don't know how they're going to do, because I think I've added Tim Duncan back before, and he didn't really do much. But honestly, who knows, because a lot of teams didn't improve that much. For the Suns, they were make a WNBA team, and there is no way to possibly do that. You actually can't do that. Hold on. I'm going to rework their minutes really fast. But there's actually no way to do that, because if you go to the WNBA roster, you can't export player DNA or anything, so there's no way to actually do that unless someone hand makes the rosters, which I'm not about to do. So what I did was kind of just make them more like WNBA players. I made them shorter. I dropped them, I think, all 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches, and then I took down their athleticism. So dunking, they have no ability to dunk. Their verticals are way down too, so basically just took away their athleticism. And as you see, DeAndre Ayton, his overall I think was an 85, and he's down to an 81, so I think it really hurt the bigger guys a lot more. Obviously Devin Booker only dropped 2, I think he was an 87. But Thunder, they had a random draft year, and it was 1956, I want to say, and I literally did not know when the first draft was. This was actually the 10th draft, and it did include Bill Russell. For the Timberwolves, they were just 3 random trades. The people they ended up getting back was Deion Waiters, Will Barton, and someone back who I didn't even think I added to the team, because he was a 69 overall, so I didn't really worry about that. I just worried about trading Nas Reed. So yeah, this team is kind of garbage. The only good player they got back was Will Barton. Trailblazers was add someone who has been in trade rumors the past few months, and so I did go Victor Oladipo. I did go prime Victor Oladipo just to keep the Pacers, let him stay on the Pacers too, to see how good the Pacers are. Because this wasn't steal a player, it was just add some guy from a trade rumor. So we did go Victor Oladipo, and this team is really, really nice now. I really love this team, actually. Victor Oladipo is obviously one of my favorite players. At least since he's gone to the Pacers. Now we got the Warriors, who was 80s all-decade, which I hate that happened, because they ended up getting James Worthy. So this is so disgusting. It's unbelievable. And it allows Andrew Wiggins to now come off the bench, which is honestly a lot better. A lot better. And then we got Wizards, who was 99 overall in one category, and theirs was layup. So everybody increased a little bit, I think. Maybe 1 overall, mainly for the bigger guys. But yeah, let's see how good they do. Obviously, Lakers with Kevin Garnett is probably the favorite, I would assume. But I'm definitely hoping there's going to be a few surprises. All right, so LeBron on the Lakers wins MVP, so they probably did really good. 76ers at least went 55 and 27, which I don't know if that's as in real life, it was obviously better, but I don't know. But LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year, obviously, because there's only 3 rookies. Manu Ginobili, 6th Man of the Year, given. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. Knew that was happening. He put up 20 points still? That's crazy. Jalen Brunson, Most Improved, and then Mike Budenholzer. Okay, yeah, those Bucks. Those Bucks was 66 and 16. LeBron, first team. Trae Young, first team. Kevin Garnett, first team. Giannis and Kat, all first team. Second team, we got Luka, Grant Hill, Kawhi on the Heat, Tim Duncan, the Joel Embiid. Third team, we got Curry, Harden, Billy Cunningham, James Worthy, and Shaq. Defensive teams, we got Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kawhi, and Bill Russell. Then we got Paul George, Ben Simmons, Giannis, Kevin Garnett, Shaq. All rookie teams. Yeah, obviously they all made it because they're the only rookies in the game, really. Let's go to standings first, see if there's anything crazy. Bucks, knew that was happening. 76ers, I thought they'd be pretty good. Celtics, I thought would be a little bit better. Heat, with Kawhi, I mean, I feel like they'd be a little bit better. Nets actually still pretty solid, even though they're an insanely short team. Toronto Raptors, I assume they would get worse just because other teams got so much, some teams got so much better that kind of made it better than the Raptors. Knicks, with literally the best bench in the league. Yeah, I totally believe that would happen because their bench is literally could beat the majority of team starters. Pacers thought they'd be a little bit better with Kawhi. Magic, they were actually significantly better than I thought. Bulls with Walt Frazier. Okay. I don't know why the Magic would be better than the Chicago team. Again, my theory, that some teams are just more likely to win games, and that's just how 2K makes it, to make it realistic as possible. Wizards 30 and 52, Hornets, Hawks, Cavs, and then Pistons all the way at the bottom at 22 and 60 still. Pistons, get better. Cavs 20. That's crazy, because when I made a team of all centers, they won over 70 games, and I assumed it was due to the height. But now when we add 5 inches to everybody, they get significantly worse. I don't know if 2K changed something, because the Cavs were always overperforming or outperforming their real life self in the game. So that's weird. That is weird. In the Western Conference, we got Lakers, Mavericks, yeah. Pelicans, yeah. Warriors, yeah. Nuggets, yeah. Trailblazers, yeah. Spurs, okay, so they ended up doing really well. Thunder with Bill Russell, okay. And then Grizzlies just missed the playoffs. Kings, bro, I told you, Michael Jordan's not that good in this game. He just cannot carry a team in this game, and I don't know why. He shot 58%. Only 24 points, though, so that was actually kind of weak, considering what he was in real life, around a 30-point game score. Yeah, for his career, 29.7, which is pretty crazy. But that's kind of surprising. Jazz, I expected them to honestly be maybe a little bit worse. I actually want to check their I want to check the Jazz's turnovers. Rockets, yeah, expected them to be trash. Suns, I'm surprised you guys were better than anybody, but I want to check team stats real fast. I want to check turnovers per game. Is there a turnovers? Yeah, turnovers per game. Okay, so Jazz were 5th, so still not the worst. I expected them to be a lot worse since their passing was pretty bad. Assists, though, they were really low, probably because their passing was so bad, so most of their scoring, yeah, obviously wouldn't come off of assists because their passing is so bad. For league leaders, we're just going to look at like top 10. Trae Young at, wow, at 36. Donovan Mitchell 30. Luka 30. Bradley Beal almost 30. James Harden about 30. 30. 30. 29. 28. And then 28. So I'm actually a little bit surprised by that Trae Young was that far ahead. Bill Russell. Wow. Maybe it was just because everybody was so tall that everybody else was taking rebounds away from him. That could be it, but Bill Russell led. Vucevic, Shaq, Gobert, Embiid, kind of who you'd expect. Assists, we got LeBron James, Luka, Grant Hill, Jerry West, Steph Curry. Okay. Okay, Walt Frazier's in there. Okay. Okay. That's it for there. Let's honestly see who wins the finals now. Simulate the first round of the playoffs, see if there's any upsets. We got 1st seed, 5th seed, 3rd seed, 7th seed. So San Antonio took down Dallas with Shaq. Tim Duncan, bro, that's crazy. Toronto takes down Boston in the first round, which is actually pretty surprising. It did go 7 games, but that's still pretty surprising. Besides that, no real upsets. Yeah, no other upsets besides those, really. Denver being Golden State. I mean, I could totally believe that. Denver's pretty disgusting. I think, right, they have Grant Hill. They're the team with Grant Hill, I'm pretty sure. But Spurs get eliminated by the Pelicans. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, Pelicans are crazy. But we have the 1st seed, 1st, 2nd seed, so nothing too surprising here. The Pelicans actually made it through. I told you guys, because the Pelicans, for some reason, are so good. Because, again, 2K makes it where some players on some teams just make it so much better than other teams. Like, the Pelicans should not have beaten the Lakers. I don't care how good their depth is. Lakers' 3 best players are better than the Pelicans' best player. So, closeout. And it wasn't exactly close. It was a 13-point game. LaMelo Ball. Oh my god, he took over. See, that's so trash. But we got the Pelicans versus the Bucks. I want to look at them side by side. Honestly, I probably have the Pelicans winning this, but I think the Bucks should win this, obviously. But we'll see what happens here. simulate round, and the Pelicans win in 5. James Wiseman is your Finals MVP at 18 and 11. That's crazy, bro. This was such a weird world, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This was honestly probably my favorite video that I've ever done because it just completely randomized, completely changed everything. I mean, the Spurs made it to the semifinals, or conference semifinals. You know, Pelicans won the finals. What other weird things? I mean, nothing really too weird in the playoffs, at least. But I mean, the Knicks making the 7th seed, man. I mean, that's crazy. This was such a crazy video, I think. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to come back for other videos. Peace.